Well, yes, I bet we was here trying to come on this one. So I make I say, Badwam on Adom TV, multi TV. So, Mpensenpensemu Breno and Asuno made us say, Wajibra also Oshebi. Mamenchia, Oman Hini or Kona, Mahini, Kumenin, Nanano Pay, Unyamin Shrow, na Machia also. So na me mama your woman nano da kwasiada 76 years anti-comfort. Happy birthday. It's your month. It's also celebrate your birthday, no. Mrs. Comfort Dako. Happy birthday, Uncle. And family. If you're Ghanaian, if you understand why you're a Ghanaian, continue to exhibit these qualities: patriotism, love for your country, and transparency, honesty, and truthfulness. It's very important. That makes you a Ghanaian. Into the love for your country, patriotism, transparency, honesty, and truthfulness. We nema we Ghana ni nema dance from enipa hodoaka wa maya so help me God. Afeoya hafuni nso a makacho the biggest homecoming festival no December bosomi near the bro. Inti obi a wo oya hafuni bia bibia da mekai say a subset of Ghana and be a proud Hafonian and your my din kunimdie ni yidie ni mpuntu ebeba hafuni se odwo titiriu fa mabunu yidie ni o masetena papam. Inti yedamo ase say ye ahafofo a ye proud to be Hafonians. Under the able leadership of George Boachi, Regional Minister, Afo, supported by your wisdom port, Collins Dauda, and a presidential potential, Eric Opoku, Ira Bobi, Deputy Minister, Sports, and Ira Bano, Almighty Frida Prempe, and Dr. Benjamin. Nanano Munina Mokau, Afo-Adjei, na Mokau. Yen koso ndako fijo basi adwuma pa no so ye wo ahafo ya kwantempon so ana Alex Badwam monso ye damase adopa ya back to studio bidin komo ni kwatai Titus Glover nti ebia Daniel na afrimu this time round the Daniel ni kwatai Titus Glover atnase kanena ko ayetema Easter no ye mrahye bidwani ehor no side a former deputy minister transport yakasi echeche ma ebebre oba kwaba oh wo yami onya juba
wabankrache
yeah
wabankrache di
you got me problem is me kwatena radio me kwa ejuma radio good am tena nkran fo man kasa yeah choko man probi ni sala tabi okoshi yeah you know very important.
Now, one advantage I make it about 5 different Ghanaian languages.
Oh wow!
Yes, meka chokoshi, meka brusa, meka sishi. Ya kankasei, any fantina, any dangwe, me suyan dagbani, any hausa, any igbe. Maybe
very important.
Na mini na do you do enchi 2009 presidential primaries campaign. The kasa no good form. Because you and Betrans and say, Quate, I am from Ocean Casa. You say, a Ghanaian language. There's a minimum Ghanaian language. Maybe China,
wow.
National Service, 89 for 9 months. Maybe you know, and I'm my aunt, only you could be Tranda Diaso. And Alworks, where I started my working life. The production manager, Mr. Menu, Officer Shuyoso. So at any given time, but what really helped me was when I got to Parliament. Samsiahi, a champ, a kando, Amakofibwa. Those my colleagues in the Western North, na me flows and the bois, and the cousin who can't to me come because I say, wow, and it makes you more Ghanaian because we share the cousin.
Yeah.
kasa huru nyina ni cultures nyina ni ye kan ye bom e me ye Ghana
me that's I have to speed it out and fortunately for me 90% of me now for the I'm gonna phone in crime for
please
fortunately
kasa nyina sia beboa
all right Yasaba back lawyer Chumberima or NDC ni first time on the show I made me share no so share me on this show nti remember lawyer Akwa-Addo na man Akwa-Addo na say e brano onya ho omodwuma no I'm surprised onya ho a nim so omo break ya na omo aha nti nya lawyer wa say cause oni adaji kra say ono ne seminar gina court nti lawyer Akwa-Addo ya da se pass wa jibre so de bidi komo
senior me da senior me sure
bibia come on
Adom
NDC Muboko.
Very well.
Good. NDC alternative.
Absolutely.
The na oka na say the what na oka.
Both.
Do who need the what na.
And Bible say any the ati one dance. Won't you nyimba ko
need the way.
Everything. I mean, say what I heard the because everything tells you that there isn't any other option but the NDC.
Unim. Me heard the course with the others are buying modern boy ni so especially about for through home because me ye mfa to ho ehwe bibia da baby yin na ye mfa to say amana yes Germany yes America yes London now ko pumps no so ho no ma who say almost prices is all the back Ghana there we are doing well not bad at all that's a first example maybe ubeti aboa a kire Ghana for mu say well I don't ko twere nyoma bebre ho a enko yi o ha dia
well mini is what started but just before so
yes anyway
I'm saying and me bought me Bema the birthday
what is saying
he's 10 years this
good it's your money knows or did the birthday
yeah he's watching
okay good
or the Ryan Chumberima so
Ryan Chumberima 10 years Jenny na start here yes oh yeah Bema
yes
act like a man na friend me young brother
exactly what I told him this morning now if you need to now you're a man anyway so yeah I mean comparison now you know what you need to understand and that's will be or compare with those countries and that's what we're saying what is $1 in America
okay
$1 in America is like so about Ghana sika 1 cedi. Don't do that additional conversion. Only sika no 1. At say one so about sika 1. That's what I say. So now, say American pump. Let's say I have not checked for the last 2 weeks. I don't want to get it wrong, but if I be at $5, okay, per liter. Only sika 5 cedi. $5. I mean 5 of non currency. The second Ghana na ka say there 5 cedi. Per liter.
Yes,
but so see I can say it can never be because I face I would take crazy that conversion there. Also it's my the simplest.
It's a baby.
Thank you. Because I won. I mean if it's one is one. Me UK then that's me kuta 1 pound. Buy me. Atwa inzo. And say me take Ghana na bia me do 1 cedi ato so abonten. The same thing. But so who call that extra conversion now 1 cedi to another 1 pound in our cities no e be yes.
E modu.
In this year America for liter I mean pump price near let's say $5 and yeah the so reasonable. We are not being fair to ourselves. We are not being fair. Because about the longer conversion no one 5 not about the anymore and they wouldn't be
yeah
so that's it. So we can never say
June picking on the surface is
no I mean we understand you are not being fair to yourself and one way arguments no when you're fair to yourself that's what I say you are not being fair to but at every point in time be an arguments be I mean wait nebus am say wo anka senate because they me say the can say obi 1 pound so be $1 eto nsuo pe and I be a biscuit. I mean something small and enter the dia. For some person me starting nsuo ni those things no. Enter yeah dia no we want see dia say bit of one see bit matter dia no. No. But and if let's assume said the dollar is even 10 cedis. E be matter so be 10 10 cedis can feed somebody, if I'm not mistaken, twice a day. Or at least once a day. Depending on the code. Exactly. Any other code out. Unum said that cocoa, you're talking about
50 pesos. Was it 2 cedis 50 pesos?
Share.
4 cedis. Yeah. Maybe men's became more than all the man 3 cedis 50 pesos. And
me just be a money. What a regular customer.
Be regular. Just an catching a pigeon. And catching the pigeon move from 10 to 25.
So what I say? Yeah. But we are once a bit of fracture, Sebi. Body, oh mine. Sebi, night, so the minute no can, but you're trying to yeah. Nti nyina ne yem se the assistant body and mudia in body atwa ne mu se the body is na na body betim ba ko yetwam ba miensa wo sesen ton ba ko ma aton but e fa na yetwam betim na yetwam miensa na yetwam ba ko ma 4 cedis nti betim ba ko yesen 12 cedis no so twam miensa.
Wow. I see. Okay, so on the end can you come say wow party leader. Former President John Dramani Mahama has described the Akufo-Addo regime as the greatest political scam in the Fourth Republic. According to him, this is due to the unprecedented economic challenges in the country. Speaking at the Lawyers' Conference of the Opposition National Democratic Congress on Sunday, Mr. Mahama said President Akufo-Addo and his vice, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, must be squarely blamed for the current economic hardships in the country. Lamenting the prevailing economic condition, he however touted the NDC's ability to make things better in the near future, and I quote, Ghanaians are looking up to the NDC to restore hope and turn the fortunes of our motherland around from the pitiable state in which we currently find ourselves. At this time, Ghana, our motherland, is in deep crisis. Our economy is in a dire situation. Our economic fortunes deteriorate with every passing day. Ghana is facing an unprecedented economic tailspin of runaway inflation, which is currently measured above 30%, and a fast depreciating currency. The former president continued, let me add without equivocation that this government that has proven to be the greatest political scam in the history of the Fourth Republic, by current indices, the Akufo-Addo Bawumia MPP remains the worst ever in the history of our Fourth Republic. Now, my party leader can say, but we say go power.
So that's all near.
Well, the way you also say comparing the NDC time in terms of the World Economic Order,
okay,
and then today. The World Economic Order, no. Okay. Even if you say maybe say times have changed, things are not normal.
What are some of the abnormal things now? I always say
the usual one.
COVID. Okay.
COVID.
So
maybe see that.
Okay.
Ukraine, Russia, intimate free.
Sir.
Let your side is there. I don't make no, I mean, you know, so now, dear Timmy Akika, Akufo-Addo.
Minimum, what was you mean? When you got your crown on you. But you see, you know, I was trying to highlight some of the money be an hour kind.
Yeah.
But as you know, and I'm out kind, yeah. And I send some of papa, a boss so and Edda. Oh, Adano. And someone who crowding one dance. So he isn't speaking nothing but the truth.
President John Mahama.
Of course. No crane upon Wakachari. Is Ghana not facing an unprecedented economic tailspin of runaway inflation?
As a result of
bad leadership. Bad leadership. That is the word of the Akufo-Addo. In 2016, he attributed everything that wasn't running well to bad leadership. So today you can't tell me, say, if something and then so what God be so good, in a different person in around the country, no? The same person is in charge of affairs today, and you think the AC no, we should go and blame Chumberema for that?
Debbie,
come on.
That's what it is.
Yes. He promised us in 2016. So he would turn the fortunes of this country in a friendly fampe. Abosumi du motwe 18 months. Na Ghana sabre nyina sesa. Infuse mi ne wo.
E konsia.
Thank you. The na yete ho no. Those days no. No so ogina so ka say nto be sen sabre no. O ka kire say o man ni nyo hia man. I agree with him perfectly.
Yeti sika so.
Na kom na de yen. Na na woto bode betima ya chemu miensa. Ya ton ba kom for cities. E kom do na say kom no.
Enko yi sir.
Thank you. Because me no wa ya tra kurase pen na yenim say de ye dua bode. Etwa bode. Enim kwan bode fa so ba. Bode duro na mu ka ton sen. O man bode do apentu duro na mu no aya wo ho esabese nsia na se bi enum no ye ton sen na ya beton bode betem ba kon ye chem miensa for cities. Enti betem ba kon na 12 cities. Enti bujan say duro no nyina no
ye beton sen.
And then the same president. And the minister of Agriculture said, when the body agree for cities. And when was said, you're near Busuami and Timicranto, the body agree for Ghana cities. Oh my, look at the state that we find ourselves now. And Akufo-Addo can say be in 2012. Or say, as your president, I will lead with example or by example and will not allow corrupt, greedy, and self-serving politicians in my government.
Ono na mamumu no.
Yes.
Also sa nyoma no so.
Was one maybe kra mamumpo. And they do find corrupt people in his government. Tell me. I listen to me tell power.
Say lawyer untimi ntwe amamo untimi nko 6 years akata hye pro de kakra fetch no. Ebi ntimi nko se bi wo.
Oh she bon so no numu sa. He has been in government. You see, this is not somebody when you mean no bia yen take a political position bia. Yeah. That is what Mahama said in 2016 at one month. I
said,
thank you. But when you out to me, how the preparations are we as another better, and some will do so with some and so will be some opinion. I have no idea
that the former president was right that you have never been a president before. You don't understand
more than the word right. He was more than the word right. If you say, and then you see. Now we see more corrupt people in. You will not allow them. That was his word. I will not allow them in my government. Perfect. I will not allow them. Are they in today?
They are.
Thank you. We see more greedy people. Greedy for the can say any other. Thank you. Who maybe can maybe mamune or my wouldn't mean lady dance.
Yeah, fum.
A big woman, and now I said, even the Gobidi, Yanayo. Sabi was say, oh, my self-serving politicians.
No,
or so many hope. And now, what mean I to say? I mean, to be in politics is a service. We never knew Parliament as MP. He went to serve his people, Tama East. To represent them because the people who also Missouri government say there are more than 20,000 people. But when you need to meet Parliament, you need one person to go and lead you. To almost 2 people when you share money and one the torn so. Almost a corner cosme. Or quite any form you be able to idea within this term. Or quite was he deaf as a self-serving person to acquire moving saying scale common fund in the word of Anako no offer. So that's it. That is why you become a self-serving person. But you reckon that idea would be in diverse ways, a BDS scholarship and that money that different things. Do we have such people, self-serving people in this government today? Or catch them in say it is only where the country is having bad leadership, and about $3.78. 3.78 financial for this. Bad leadership, aside that, nothing else. And dollar missing.
As a result of
bad leadership.
And yet the World Economic Order, bad leadership.
Bad leadership. That is his words. You know, we are not saying anything different.
You are throwing back.
Of course. And to benefit touch the matter way and product. Assembly I can the minute I can or my that in the other will be because it's recorded. It's going to be on to the kingdom come. It's the American honey. I am careful of my words because we need Jamaican. Some better not to twin Symbiac, name was some cancer. Look at our inflation today. Oh, cows, whoa! And I know what about me was saying. We shouldn't blame the government for going to IMF. Ah! Really?
So the government should be blamed going to IMF.
Was Mahama blamed for going to
Yes.
IMF? So why shouldn't you be blamed? Why shouldn't the Kenefrata be blamed? Why shouldn't your vice president, who is in charge of the economy, what can say we are about me? Why can't we blame him now? And none of us are watching dollars in. What is a former IGP as an deputy? Away. And they mean with the message be a president when we be a carry today. Me said I that's a about 10 by now.
10-3.
Thank you. And to Ogusuko. Ogusu Jampoko 10-3 to 10-5 no kosa. Yako IMF na we say we should it's a COVID the buy oh my let me tell you something. The year 2020 I happened to be in America. COVID no Ghana for in first case na me Ghana. Wo pamanya wo mo ko abenedie mu anasa ho hie mu pa emu nipa emu nnuma ena de ade a Ghana tije ye mehu ba bia ye de nka ho kura bisi mi fia na mete me ka ze na na ba by force one go barbering shop nyadima common barbering shop wasn't working. It me you are now what you me. Na me the pennies where you. Or na se bia won you whichever. It yen na any style bi any nyane ko. Send the style any design bi enim to any you training na free so na it was terrible. Over here say what order bian something like pizza kwa na dey bra wo man I just on the table be say abonten. Now to window now rain back. Na delivery officer ne ba wo de asiso wa hwa ma na pia fi wo garden mu akwabonten ansa na wo pia akofo duan ne kwa de ba wo dem. This was what people were seeing. Who was that edu okronwa
na emu nya hisa
enti wan kwata wi nya ne bi be na America gu ana
ejina ne naso.
Thank you. Ebiem COVID corona ba ye no Ghana ye 3 ye ama yenya institutions bi a wo so because kwa hia na ya community no ehia se be soman na sene ehia se ye betumi akutemu akrasa be ya yentenhwe mpani se ewiase de ada tene ne nyono na yubi na yima no it se bibia betu anya e so betumi bua na etumi eden eyi ampa yenya mapu ahodo mebere such as the IMF ye na yakọ mo nchen the year 2020 $1 billion mo de eden
Ebunkunta o parliament acho.
Mo de eden. So obunkunta so te wo de eden.
Ebunkunta o parliament.
Eji wo de eden. Then no catch us on the year. First 1 billion on the eden. What is on the eden?
Ye de yen totua ebre ni si ye no Ghana fo a omanko adwuma. Ghana fo a yentuo.
Ghana fo say na
Ghana fo a etio.
Ghana fo say na adwuma. Public sector na aban tuo mo kan wo mo yesen.
Ah ye mo aduane di free.
Ah ye mo sase mo na wa asama wa wo kan ya. De no nya bi de. Na oti kromu a be it the cooked one or the young one, yeah, whichever one. Targeted areas now. Was the lockdown not targeted? Lockdown as a whole was targeted. Just a fraction of Ghana was a lockdown now. I know we are greater Kumasi, greater Accra. Me wa, and I'm the castle also. Some of me workers, I wasn't here anyway. Today was some workers. What do you mean? Na say anybody in the video. You know very was a new video.
You na for no see na.
So what I say, you know very was a new video. Many are those who couldn't get it. One was going to video we come say just around Makion baby. Near some of like good because near food pack a more good pack can you imagine? Ghana. IMF mine 2 billion, 1 billion first, second 1 billion. Oh my dear. World Bank mine saying $430 million. Hey, make me a trial list almost every institution in my is without looking at anything. And then if you look at all these monies, aside that, the country and here that time. Now me expect to say, almost at that time, for the very first time, me many Freddy, na me who say a 2 million bodada. Okay? What mean could be the moon, obisu maudium, be free the moon baby. But for the first time through COVID, we saw that. And it's not can me expect to say. Ye airport ya tum eme esika pa o complain nya tache no ana sati visit e makyo ye habo eme esika pa ye normal I mean gate borders enso me land ones enso me esika pa ye tutu ni nyina mu it never dream ye kira me se na se misisu ye be kira me se anka sam pempenso na ekudu na se sa abre ni mu no ke esika ya se ye nya ni nyina se eso tie bi ye fa se bi me ho target let's say $5 billion as target revenue. And can be in 2 and 1 crowd. The cost of animal cost because majority of your funds, and if you say fund never. But guess what?
It should be.
We were able to exceed our target. The government through Nigeria, it means achieving a target in 2020, in 2021. Aside that, national marriage visa 2019, 2020, 2021, no go to sign the bond from the bond market. 3 billion.
Them what was so your fancy answer.
Says the way you know, and having received all this money under 8 years of NDC, John Mahama, John Mills, they could have only $3.8 billion from the bond market within the 8-year term. This government within 6 years period has gotten or has received an amount of about $11 billion just from bond.
Daniel, me
no, I catch it say. Upon some says going in to one say no Mentia for Mobra. Now, Banana Casa, there's an Abacacha.
Maybe Honoso. Oh,
remember that. Sorry, Minchia Shofunia. And it was your full name. Ashofuenra. And well wishes. I wish him happy birthday.
Oh, no, birthday. Oh, and yes.
Most especially my sweet wife, Latvia, and my siblings and everybody. And then, Mechiba Nyokai, may so rest in peace. They were 68, August 29th. We are 4 years ago, and can I don't see any birthday. My lawyer, Wakasa. Na maybe some lawyer say, and then legal fees or charge you when it came and one is he charging the same legal fees when he came out of law school and the training now as a practicing lawyer? Sikano Jena no Giana. The service or rendering
no matter.
Now, you see, in this world, be real. Want to mean Kojina and Sona TV, and Yan Sono,
only we are no
catching say,
one who's you,
one is Sono. And I say, Okofano Manuna, what to Takarina, or the original business and away, and my baby, a chain, and I. Bolabed. Mean hypocrites. Because the mama is a very big brother. And this morning, description of the ma, Yenya Bainso has come. I don't want to use hard words on him. But I think that Kasano Kayano, even though he's speaking his mind, I will give him that respect. Not to describe him because he's a bonny. But let me limit myself. Namen Kase, Sakasa Nanya Kasapa. Oko Harvard Business School this year, and I know lawyer has that record.
25th times, no?
Not 25th of April This year, he was given a platform.
I watched it.
To look at the impact of COVID on African economies. And these are his words, with the permission of yourself and my lawyer here. And I quote, Mahama conceded that the entire African continent, based on data from the African Commission of Africa, shows that the COVID-19 pandemic created the continent's worst recession in 50 years, with real GDP shrinking by an average of 3% in 2020. And that even before the pandemic, poverty reduction was already a major emphasis, a major challenge in Africa. He went on, the pandemic is estimated to have dragged about 55 million people, more people into poverty in Africa, and exposed another 46 million more to the risks of hunger, malnutrition. Indeed, 70% of hunger in Africa, which had already been on the rise since 2014, is directly attributed to this pandemic, the former president said. He further emphasized, like governments all over the world, it became necessary for African government to take action to shield population from the effects of the pandemic. This meant, in many cases, an increase in deficit due to unbudgeted expenditures. This has devastated many African economies and sunk them into deeper, unsustainable debts and economic downturns. This pandemic has made general deleterious effects on the economies of Africa. Quote and unquote. Big brother John Dramani Mahama. And to call Harvard Business School, a jutu say, COVID a yadia, abe say, or mama baby, including the continent of Africa, are pushing poverty levels to another level. Ama debts are ye jini nyano unbudgeted, of course.
It's the former president.
Former president, Lazam Nabike. Inflation nyame nyina e de koso. Na uba Ghana, now you come and sing a different tune. Then excuse me, and abrochina ukojina platforms na ukakasa wana. Were you lying to them? Abroching have a school platform now kotra wana. Were you lying to them? Why is he behaving like that? Why is John Mahama behaving the way he's doing? Because of politics. And now, Saturday, let me share social media. I have it here. With the lawyer. Today, Nigeria, 420 naira is equivalent to $1. An oil-rich country, 420 naira is equivalent to $1. Is it bad leadership of Buhari? As we speak now, airlines in Nigeria are finding it difficult to repatriate their monies away. Because Abano Jiskano, because you're in Naira, and these foreign airlines cannot take their monies in Naira. It was a central bank, a transfer, at the moment dollars. So they want to take business out of Nigeria. Because they need to protect their currency. It's bad though, but the regime, legal regime, must allow, I was saying, not if I say airlines, is that what is happening here? No. But I think that we need to sit and look at some of these legal regimes because dollar wiring. Last week, as of last year, June 2021, petroleum product imported back was $1.7 billion. As of the same this year, June, $2.3 billion. Dollar no. Crude price, every $68 to $188. So it means that you need more cities to go and procure the dollars. Yes, case. Now, elementary precept, legal economics, when scarcity is high, the price will continue to go up.
But don't give us all these details because
they
are throwing back at you.
No, please. Let us get the realities right.
No, but they are throwing back at you. But so as of that time, their challenge also as a government was that none your maybe susu drama so. Even to the extent of the century, draw. So clearly, We cannot compare the height of the disorder, but we cannot also take you out.
Was there COVID in the day of John Mahama?
Undercover.
Please, I'm not running undercover. These are the reality.
No, he has explained to you that
we cannot compare
even in COVID,
apples with orange.
Even in COVID.
What is that question yet? At the time of NDC, was there COVID? In the same platform, our business school, our Harvard, he spoke at the Russian-Ukraine war. My worry and my concern with my big brother and my friend is that men jena be bin kasa foforo na ube fear na be kasa foforo. You admitted boldly on this big platform. Say the Russian war na cause war no, it has affected economies in Africa. 60-70% of wheat ye credit free no e di ba. Ghana ye credit free etumi di ba. So the price of bread invariably is going to be affected. Still, your credit free or Ediba, almost about 20% come from here. The manganese every year, Eddie call Ukraine. Engineer BBC will say, at that time now, your mama what bemu and this, were we going through these challenges? No. That is why we have pushed setting unbudgeted costs Eddie Ako. Now, Yako Bun Kuntawo parliamentar. Muslim Guntani Yabono and your papa. Were you not here when we were giving your friend saying support to industries? At the point in time, the beginning of the COVID, no smart crani kradiba. President said, "Baby, we can generate this thing, produce it locally in this country." Stimulus, we're giving. He was talking about stimulus. One day, one of the India would be Kasakasai. One day, must COVID stimulus. Industries were.
Industry,
can you? There was a factory at one of the 1DF. They produce these things locally. And he said, yes, supporting team move for the former Chief Justice, your mommy, she was in charge of the COVID. His lawyer telling me, say, her ladyship, Sophia Akufo, Mami said, we didn't win, or better trust in Is that why he's telling the people who are watching us? Please, I am in ideas. And they've come to account for every money that was spent,
the fact that
including my own senior, NS, for example.
The fact that you've accounted for does not mean that there can be lapses or challenges in the whole thing.
Then raise it, and let's find out.
And then
raise it.
Body, no?
What does it? Then raise the issues and let's interrogate it. But Embetra and Gungo Funfi says Sophia Akufo, who was in charge of the COVID funds, because whatever they did, they gave it to the finance ministry, not most of the parliament, to account for every money that was spent. And if NDC has been in power today, what we went through will have been the sea.
Oh.
But whatever we are saying, they are costing and then President Akufo-Addo, they've raised their hands in despair. Okay. And I'm happy that the IMF has come out, that whatever they will do, because Egypt is more richer than Ghana. I'm saying, no. You see, the NDC for printing picture say, we have shown bad faith and bad leadership, and they are joining their call.
A bit of it will also. A bit of admission to that, will help, because clearly they ask the same question. Say, no more call IMF, no IMF, no. They members of IMF, they or my ultimate caucus, or that's a challenge. That if we don't admit that at this point, we
wouldn't have gone to the IMF if we have not fallen into this pit.
Well, yes, we must lots of your text messages in Bassi and Kinkan on this matter. I bring it to the very debate. My main counsel still Daniel Nikwate Titus Glover. Kanino Emrashibi, Deputy Minister Transport at National lawyer, Chum Berry Manso, NDC, and so at Nasia and Command Chibi and Common very way. Nikwate, just a wrap up on what you now can have and call Adam as a lawyer.
The Aminame Kani lawyer, Ajina Simpesu Okasa Dindindi, what happened currently never happened in their time. There are two distinct challenges. What do you say? And the former president, Akojina Business School, Harvard, Adjei to say, look, yare na ba ye no ene ekuna eko aman mienu ni nyina no e di effect kase pa e be si African economy so to the extent say am I a budget deficit akosoro because these are costs that were not budgeted for and the members kebi was say be yede ko to a yede ko ebun to dwumi bia ama yede akwa ebi foforo to save the life because the president can say it is better say ye bebo ni man for ban say you look at the economies so that was exactly action President Akufo-Addo eni na ban anu ye na me ka we di akoka say there AC aban ye kwan bia o say obetum save dollar no last week me ba na me ka bibi Bank one Ghana they can say gold now here export to the economy. Be with the local currencies just to make a city stronger. They told me no so make I say tomorrow refinery. Me no ka say enche da nye juma papa. Last month was a thing. They've been able to put up new furnace costing over $73 million say euros. Say refinery ye juma. Come finished products na ye credit ba na I ma pressure no eco city so to get the dollars to import products in the Goguma. Eso bete. And the Yema refinery no enye juma refinery ye juma all the saying storage tanks in ya eyema including that of Bost. And this is 1 month saying maintenance, shutdown maintenance. They have 1 month ye complete shutdown maintenance in the refinery. And the products no ecofoma. Then the OMCs are invited to import fuel. Ye de account ama wenya koso. Ye we no ma enu se ne beboaye. Ye ntime mfo nso our taste for exotic products in this country, we have to look at it. Me who mampenia ni policy drive for local industrialization. I am so powerful. Akufo-Addo. One day even a buyer no, you are so industry in terms of startups, whatever taxation, you demand import raw materials. We did no, you mamu taxes. It be a free, it be a discounted. Kwa be faswa obetuma ye adwuma and ye didi nyama we nyina e we komua e be boaye ama ye sika se ma ye kan and want it to dia man enti mama fa konya so na me assure mo say we are not lost yet. Definitely before end of our time we'll make sure we'll salvage this economy and move on as a country.
Okay, so quick one. I'm just seeing this one. Akufo-Addo loses his wife.
Oh, sorry.
So
rest in peace.
Oh, very unfortunate.
So sorry.
So I'm just seeing this. So to the family of your Papa Akufo-Adjei,
Ghanaian Times.
with the shedding. Okay, so I'll make my report, and then the 20th anniversary commemoration bar for Oseakoto.
Oh, you were the game you are.
Oh, I see. We are comfortable talking about the key issue now.
Mami enkle bibi first. First, many of you can be say our former CJ, Madam Sophia Akufo, and a lady, the group of people like you must see was almost share.
The fund, the COVID fund.
Yeah, one donated scan during the COVID era. Am I no more here? No one uses scan. The reference I made here, I cited IMF's money coming in.
Not
that money,
Sophia.
that money never, and will never go to Madam Sophia Akufo. Teneva, or my own name. IMF described that. Of course.
And IMF,
one more the individuals and no and sorry, and then CEOs and donate to music and I don't know. They are no more share equality all those monies. And not buying so AGB. And it's like when they go and buy the Kubutra. And I don't tell Madame Kubu, I can't answer. Some Madame is getting idea. That's the point. But then I'm saying I just getting into when I go is getting now at the train. Nobody say I spend this, I spend this, I spend this. When now catch the okay, so let's not shift the blame to the woman. All right, but rather than abandoning him to say, even if yes, there's something that we call vicarious ability. Who be your mama? Nini ya biya ni biya biya. Ebe sankau. Enti na yet bi nyane everyone can say, oh, Miss Ma, o man hin so na ko hin. Dia ba de ni blame o man hin. Na me nya hwe. Wona aso na so nkoye. Aban wo sa na hene. Ene gina o man na nem ana se bank na gina o man na nem gi o man na sika bia na efia man na ba bia. 1 billion and 1 billion about 2020 and the other one is about 2021 and IMF sorry World Bank the other buy nyina ni nyina free for buy if free amana na buy na buy it me see individual some kroma and as a committee dey buy for me says can me see no it will come to government because they don't deal with individuals we if you address for there Who does it? So the comes you cannot cite an individual as one the leading into the idea and go so and I say yeah body says yes can I say ebiam you say what sorry BOG for some better gold with na sabaya is can be. When did they know that? A central bank of the country ibi sika na mo so na eba obi discover come na mo so na eko ebi be na mo so na eba da ben no mu say wo do sika no bi to gold da sika no made. When did they know that? You see the incompetence in this government, oh my, I don't know. It's too much. It's too much. You have sat in office all these years, taking salaries. A friend was going to say, "Would you see cat to go there? You see can move every now and then. I'm worried. As I'm working, when I go to the office."
Happy birthday, Madam Comfort of Bendodo from Antiefia. Oh, I do see new site. Where he say, may the good Lord continue to bless you with many more years and good health. Sandra Kunadu. Anna, also, okay, Adjei. Adjei or don't make a mistake.
Adjei.
That was a man. Adjei or Adjei, please. Auntie Comfort of Bendodo from Antiefia. Happy birthday, Sandra Kunadu, and your bush of phone and dear bro. That's a P. PJ Monomamen Kyle say, young quite concentrate Adom TV. They only on Papa be ready now. Quick one, 1 minute.
And I can't do decade.
Ona, Odikedi, no. Seriously, you say, or Kankasi be the tia. I ain't for no, I wasn't memo. If indeed what he said was true, and I make say one can say. Now follow up. Later there was an attack at his office by some thugs. The Empire Bonnie said the security services must try so hard. That's Akufo-Addo Mpensenpensemu Yachiom and make sure they are prosecuted. But as to whether the chiefs have the power to shut down radio station,
that is a different matter altogether.
It is quite different. They have no power and authority at all. Omini sad to me no. Say omunjai omujuma no moye no. Say sebi omo can be na say kasa na nya. You have a platform. The National Media Commission is there. You can report officially. What does it? Meeting grana. The meeting grana go bia. Everybody is not above the constitution.
No,
Na mikaza umamingaza.
Omane shishe no.
Ade obi mu ye power say obi omuana.
Obi any we power.
But why is it? Meeting grana mikaza dia mikaza.
Me see tin cry. And ye kasa. Anti esi.
And then I need to maminkasa. They have no power. I inform bebre lawyers. They know mrano. You think a lawyer wearing a what do you call it? Intuma wafretigo. Said yeah no pay. There be. But let's cool heads prevail. Na bebre mrano ye de beto ne de ato. Odikan ka say odikan ka say ngo pacho.
The mechanic say me this year at way and sorry nkunya so sem eba say no the mechanic say one no 7 pennies say obaja na go say so yentwa tonji yemva no asa fa kola ni bi entino said o kan bia na me na some kan matie. I just don't want to I blame you as asam na yebekom because I see come bia na my argument will have been different, but they make cases to answer aban say no sabi akwala ni pani nya sam akwala sorry akwala no eni bim da e dance bo abedi fo entini say dey aba bia nananam no bantama he una woda kontra no woni wakomu ne da de monhwe na wo de mo amoba no mo ne mo nya no boko ma no say media house no say that number wo ma no kwampa so I mean they couldn't come well in terms of the apology and so wo mo no so hwe na the right thing to do no mo so nya na say
okay so there see